Okay, so this is going to be kind of a lesson on creating one of our templates. It's a little bit different that's in the book, but it's more or less the same. We're going to start with a new drawing. This is just a blank drawing, so just a reminder, this is just going to be new imperial feet in inches, and you're just going to press OK. So just blank. We're not going to have any layers created. This is just the default layer. Okay. So we are going to be doing stuff for the first time in our layout tabs, which are right here. You're only going to use layout tab 1. So we're going to click on that, and you're going to get this blank page here. If there's anything on this, sometimes Autocad by default will go and have a rectangle in here that's a viewport. You just create a box around all of that to select anything that's there and press the delete key. We don't want anything on this page at all. Okay, we are going to create our different layers. We've done this probably before, but we're going to create our official list of layers. So you're going to go and press on layer properties there, and here's our only layer that's here. We're going to create a new layer by going right here where this little yellow star is. And our first one is going to be center lines. Change the color, you click right here. And we're just going to use these right here, this row. I'm going to click on red right there, press OK. Okay, so we've got our red. That stays the same. Continuous line type, that stays the same. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it doesn't. This one changes. Okay, so we're going to change this one. We're going to click here. And the only line type that we have loaded right now is the default, which is continuous. So we're going to click on load. And we're going to go down to center. Press OK. Now we're going to go and click on center here. Press OK. And you can see that that has changed there. Our line weight is default. Okay, we're going to add a new layer here. This one is going to be construction. And the color is gray. It's going to do this one right here. Okay. Our line type, we're going to click here, go to continuous and press OK. And everything else is the same here. Okay. There's going to be a list. I'm not going to walk through everything. It's on page 7-9 with one exception. For object lines, I want it to be, the color is going to be white and the line weight is not going to be 0.6. I want it to be 0.4. So I'm going to create all those, and notice that there is another line type. There's two other line types. There's phantom and there's hidden. And a reminder, when you go and you create these, if you need to create a new line type that's not listed, like hidden, you would go to load and you would go down to the new one, press OK, and then you have this on your list. So then you could press hidden and press OK and it would change it. Okay, so I'm going to create that list right here. Okay, so I've created all my layers here. Okay, the names are here, all of the colors here. The line types are here, line weights are here. Okay, so make sure you've got everything created as I have shown. Sorry, I misspoke earlier. There's a few things that I went back on. So for object lines, I told you I want that to be white. So even though it appears black here, it's going to be white. So it's going to be right here, this one right here, not that one, this one right here. Okay. And for line weight, let's keep that as it has it in the book, 0.6. And then for viewport, I want that to be black. I want that to be this one right here. It's too hard to see it when it's white. Okay, so make sure you have your line types and your line weights correct. We've got a center line layer here, a phantom here, and a hidden. Okay, make sure everything is correct. Okay. All right, so now when we click the down arrow here, we have all of our layers. Okay, so you're going to go to title block. We're going to move on to the next step, title block layer. And then we are going to create kind of a page border for this right here. So let's create a rectangle. And I'm purposefully going to create it off center. I'm just going to click here and I'm just going to drag it out something like that. Okay, so our first dimension, which you can see down in blue right there, is going to be our width. And our width is going to be 10.25. Hit the tab button, and that one's going to be 7.75. Okay, we're going to move this to be more or less centered on the page. So we'll go to Move, click on our object, press Enter, and then let's just, I don't want to get with clicking on the object snaps for this. I'm just going to click somewhere right around in here. And then I'm going to move this, and I'm going to eyeball about the center. Something like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just get it so there's enough margin on all four sides. Okay. I'm also going to turn on my line weight button, which is right here. Okay. If you don't have that one there, you hit the 3 lines here, and you can add your line weight little button right there. Okay. That's what that one is. Okay, now we're going to explode this because we're going to offset this bottom line. So explode is right here. Click on our rectangle and hit enter. Now the lines are separate. Okay, we are going to offset this line twice up 0.25. Okay. And we're going to offset this line over. We're going to go 2, 2, 2, 1.125, and 1.375. So offset 2, 1, 2, 3. 1.125. 1.375. Okay, and we're going to do some trimming. I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit the pause button and I'm going to do this, and then you're just going to make sure that your trimming down here matches what I have. Okay, so this is what you should have when everything is trimmed out. So I had all my solid lines, 2 offset lines, 0.25, up, up, and then I did a 2, 2, 2, 1.125, 1.375, and then I used my trim to trim away. And you can see there was a line here that was trimmed out and one other line here that was trimmed out. Okay, so make sure that yours matches there. Do not add the dimensions. I just did that for your reference. Okay, once you've got that, we're going to go up and we are going to lock this title block layer. And we're going to select our title block lettering layer, which is right here. We're going to go to text, multi-line text, I'm just going to select right here, go to here. Flathead Valley Community College. College. And it's not going to be lined up quite right. So we'll fix that in a minute. So this, if you double click on it and highlight it, you can see the size right here. If the size and the font don't match, you need to go in and highlight and change that. This one is 1.250. Okay. Okay, we are going to go, and looks like my menu bar has disappeared now. Great. I got to fix that. Okay, there we go. We want our object snaps to be, let's turn that off. We're going to do intersection and node only. And I'm going to move this, move, select, enter. I'm going to grab it by the node right down here, and I'm just going to click right there. And we'll move that in a minute. Let's do the same thing here. Multi-line text. We're going to go here and go to here. And for this, we're just going to type in a few X's. Okay. Move down to here. All right. Now we're going to copy these X's into each one of these boxes, and we're going to use those as placeholders. So copy, select those X's, press enter, grab it by the node here, click, click, all the way through all of these, and press escape when you're done. Okay, now we're going to double click each one of these, and we're going to change them to match what I will have on my screen. Okay, for this first one, it's going to be drawn by Dr. period BY colon and your initials. This one here is going to be checked by CK BY colon my initials BE. This one is going to be approved by AP period BY, my initials BE. So, just so you're clear, these should look exactly the same. My initials. I'm checking your drawings. I'm approving your drawings. Your drawing, you're doing the drawing, so your initials are here. Okay, this is going to be where you type in the drawing title, the name of it. I'm just going to type in DESC for description. Down here, we're just going to type in scale 1 to 1. Most of the time, that's how we have it. You know what? I take that back. Scale N/A. And units here by default, inches. Sheet, you're going to do 1 of 1. Most of the time it is 1 of 1. I'll explain that some other time. Okay, this is date XX/XX/26. And this is your drawing number, DWG period NO. And it's in the format XX/XX. Okay, I need to make sure that my title block layer is locked because I want to grab all of these. So I'm going to go to Move, create a box around all that text, press Enter, and I'm not going to click on any of that stuff. I'm just going to click over in here somewhere And then I'm just going to make sure there's enough space to the left, to the top, and the bottom for each one of those. That looks about right. And I'm going to click there. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to now lock my title block lettering, and I'm going to create a viewport in here. So I'm going to go to my viewport layer, and I'm going to type in MVIEW, press enter, and you're going to create a box from this corner to this corner, not this corner. This is your drawing space. You stay out of your text area. Click. Okay. Doesn't look like much, but that is kind of a window, a view into your model space. So in order to activate that, you can see right here it says paper space. That means that we are in kind of everything around that. That means you can edit your text, you can do any of that stuff when it's unlocked, of course. If you need to zoom in and out or pan over to make sure things appear in this window, you're going to double click. And then you can pan and move and zoom in and out to get your drawing in the right spot for you. Make sure that when you're done, you can either double click fast outside here, or you can click this button right there. Okay, you can keep your title block locked. Let's unlock your title block lettering. And let's lock your viewports. You can also hide it if you want. We don't have to have that locked. I leave that up to you. Okay. So that is your 8.5 by 11 template that you have created. Okay, so now we have to save it. Okay, so to save this as a template, you're going to go to File, Save As, and you're going to make sure, by default, we've always left it at DWG. You need to change that. Click that down arrow and save it as a drawing template, DWT. And by default, it's going to put it here, but that's storing on your hard drive of your computer. I don't want you to do that. So I want you to click the down arrow, and then I want you to find your USB drive, which will be probably around in here somewhere. And then when you go to save that, you're just going to save it as template. And then you're going to hit the save button. And you don't need to put in a description, you just press OK. And then, very importantly, you are going to close. So now, from this point on, you're going to be using a template when you create a new drawing. So go to New. I think you can press that right there. Nope. Let's see. File, New. And when before we've been using this button right here to start from scratch, you're going to click this one here. And then you are going to browse. You're going to find your USB drive. And you're going to see the only thing that's going to pop up is a DWT file because that's what it's looking for. And you're going to select your template and press open. And here's our template. Okay. So, and it's also saved by default. It's just like a DWG. You're not in your template file. You are creating a new drawing and your template information is right here. Okay. So you're going to draw in your model space, and then you will update this information, and you're going to zoom in and out and find your placement of the drawing, and we'll do a lot of that in class. To learn more about our program, check us out at fvcc.edu, and for more tips and tricks, subscribe to this channel.